Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap. Last episode, we got in this palace, we got the gust jar, which will suck things up like this, and then it'll shoot out a giant gust. And I left you off at this very obvious chest that you should have known was a key, because my mother thought it was a big deal to go get dinner. And it's a day later. And I forgot to change the session name. Crap. Alright, sorry about that. I don't know. I don't know why it sometimes does that. Don't worry, that's not supposed to be synced. So, you know, it shouldn't have been at least. If it is, that's a problem. Those guys rain down from the ceiling after you've gotten yourself a key. So let's go. Now, here's the deal. Oops. We're trapped here because we can't swim. Unless we do this, in which it immediately sends us flying as soon as the gust jar grabs it. So make sure that it happens the way you want it to happen. Like this. And then here, we have the big key. Use it to open big doors. And then as soon as we step on this, we get red. Which takes us back to the beginning. We also noticed that this blue one was here from earlier. So if we go into this blue portal, we get another piece of heart. Now I have 3. Just collect one more to increase my life energy. And now these have webs on them, so let's take the web off this one and go up. And, well, do look at that. 20 ruples. Now if we go to check our map, we're missing a chest on the basement, on the first basement. So let's go do that. Let's go find out what that is. Cue the jump cut. And then just step on the switch and 10 mysterious shells. I'm totally not going to cut that out. Okay, so if we go over here, we can find this thing. I'm going to stand back here just to be safe. Actually, I'm pretty sure it can only go there, so yeah. It also will not send you over the chest. I don't understand why, but, you know. So, they're going to show off something really cool. Remember, we entered this dungeon really tiny. There's that thing. We entered this dungeon really tiny, which means it basically means our boss is just going to be a giant version of a regular enemy. Except that this time it's actually a regular enemy and not a giant version. Makes sense? Okay, so what you want to do is use the gust bellows. I'm totally gonna call it that. It's just called the gust jar, which is a much lamer name. Okay, you just want to kind of knock him down like that, and then mash the B button as hard as you can. And he jumps. I don't know if it's always when you do that, so. You know, he doesn't do much damage, though. Pretty much as much damage as a regular green choo-choo would do. That would be a great time to fall over. For some reason, Link can swing his sword really fast in this game. Really underpowered, honestly, is this boss. Because, like, he's not doing much damage. I realize I'm taking a lot of damage this fight, but it's not a hard fight. I'm kind of just taking a lot of damage because I'm not very skilled with this game. And then, you know, as soon as he dies, he blows up. The only issue people really have with this boss is that it doesn't make sense that just a green choo-choo is guarding the earth element. It is kind of weird. You got the earth element. Also, I'm going to put my mouse down here next to the stop or turn microphone off button. It's the embodiment of the power of earth. Oh, hey, look, it's one of those sparkling heart-shaped stones from earlier. You got a heart container. Your life energy has been increased and replenished. And then these green portals are essentially the blue portals from other Zelda games. We got the earth element, let's tell the elder at once, he said. I read that after I skipped the text. Oh, okay. So you have found the earth element. You have less much courage and strength for one so young. If your conviction holds strong, head to Mount Krenel. There you will find a man named Malari. Among all the Minish, there is no one more able to repair your sword. If you ask him, I am certain he will reforge your broken Picori blade. I shall send word to him in advance. What, do you have a telegraph? Travel safely. You are brave, but there are so many evils now in the world. If you're wondering why I specifically mentioned telegraph, in my opinion, that would make the most sense, because the telegraph is like the oldest version, unless I'm mistaken, it is the oldest version of sending a message across a distance. It came out like the late 1800s, which, assuming this would take place near present day, it would make sense, because they said a long time ago is when the humans had last access to the Picori world, so it makes sense if the telegraph was the newest, greatest technology then, and they were able to shrink it for the same thing. Although it did use a lot of cords, and there are no cords, so unless they're underground, I'm overthinking this. Also, yes, I am the one that found the earth element. Oh, hi, Balari. I got a bomb bag. And it wasn't in the fire dungeon. Who'd have thunk it? Honestly, the gust jar is an interesting item, but it's not used very much. Oh yeah, let's check this. Holder of the sacred powers, we grant you the power of wind. So, he doesn't know what that's for. I know what it's for, but I've beat the game, several times, so, yeah. You just press the button to place a bomb. There's nothing more to it. It's not like, oh, you press the button and then you pick it up. No, you just press the button and you pick up a bomb. And I'm going to show something off. Never mind, I can't. And here we have more mysterious shells. Alright, let's bomb all those. Who cares that I'm using so many bombs? And I only actually need to use 2 of the ones I did. But I'm pretty sure that's where we entered it in the beginning. That's where we entered the woods. Now, the return path has been blocked. But we can go over there, but there's something I didn't do that I probably should do, so, yeah, let's go back down here. Here specifically, and there's a shroom. That wasn't supposed to happen, but okay. I'm just gonna pull it back till my face is red. Okay. And then that takes us plenty distance. Can also put a bomb here. Fun fact, if you have used a shrink thing before, like the same kind, you can skip the shrinking animation. Hey, look at this. He was talking about what is known as a kinstone piece. I'm sure if you're familiar with this game, you know exactly what those are. So if we go here, welcome to South Hyrule Field. Now, okay, so there's things here. Basically, South Hyrule Field is where you're from, but this game just kind of throws stuff like this to prevent you from going where you're not supposed to when you're not supposed to. You'll see that that's done in actually a lot of games. Metroid is one of the bigger games that does that. Oh, I should totally have done a Let's Play Metroid Fusion. Well, there's... I don't know, is that Jack in the Box? Come on, or come one, come all, see how many kinstone pieces you can collect. More about those kinstones. You never know what fusing kinstones will do, but it's sure to be good. Come on up and get your free kinstone bag for holding your kinstone pieces. Don't miss out on this incredible once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Yes, you're here for your free kinstone bag, aren't you? That's right, maybe you didn't hear me, but they're free for all kids right now. You got a kinstone bag? You can now carry kinstone pieces with you. Press start to read the contents. So, if you see the white stuff, if you see like that white thing coming out of their head, that means you can press L. Yes, I caught all that. I'm explaining it myself. If that white stuff comes out, you can press L, and then if you have a matching kinstone, like the opposite of what they have, the one on the left is what I have, the one on the right is what he has. If they will actually match, same color and same shape, then it is a kinstone fusion, and it turns into energy and does something on the world map. That one was right down there on South Hyrule Field. So I suppose, why don't we just go check out what that was? If I remember correctly, I know what it was. Don't worry. Also, those stay cut. Yep. We just got a piece of heart, which completes another heart container. We've finally reached the 5th heart, which means we have a 4th of all of the hearts in the game. Already. Episode 4 or 5, I don't know. Regardless, I will see you all in the next episode. See you then. Goodbye. It's not one in my room. Oh no, the dogs! Not the dogs! Not the dogs!
Let's go!
Not the dogs! The dogs!